I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in... We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go. AT Gator. Mike. Hey, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Beckwith, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
On second down, it's Arnold. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Arnold. Now the ball comes loose. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Check 52. Begin. Check 13. Check 13. Check. Spawn. King.
On second down now, it's Arnold. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Arnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, Beckwith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Kill. West, kill.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside.
Watch the screen.
Here's Murray from midfield, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check safety.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Arnold. And some room to roam now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, 133.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Back. Shoot. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find Metcalf. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield completes this one to Starks. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Follow it over. Watch the twist.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side. Arnold, he's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on second down. Murray forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding at the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go. Interception all day, baby. Down. 60 out low. 3. Mike. 22. Jet. Baba. 22. Jet.
On second down, Beckwith. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now is Murray. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the
To throw, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's caught by Howard. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 20! And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. They'll run on first down. Beckwith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 23 yards, the final tally. Mayfield now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Alert! 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Protein spill.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey,
On 3rd down, it's Arnold. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Arnold. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Out, 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 out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 3rd down, it's Arnold, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Arnold, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Kings. We got it. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Regular. Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Jacksonville, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Arizona, This was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.